and welcome to the Printable Cuttable Creatables YouTube channel. My name is Lynn, or LV Handcrafted, here on YouTube, and today I am going to make a keychain. I have these really cute 2" by 2" circular keychains. It's just a piece of acrylic, clear acrylic with a hole punched through the top. And so what I've done here is I've brought in the cute Dolphin SVG and as well as ocean waves. And the gray circle represents my keychain. So I've got a 2" circle here, and I just want to scale everything down so that it will fit onto this keychain. And so that's why I've got my dolphin kind of placed where it is. I've got this border of the sort of ocean waves here, but here's the thing. It's longer than what I need if I make it the size of the waves so that it sort of makes sense in scale with the dolphin. It's going to be too short. I actually want the water to take up more space, more height than what it is currently. So I've just dropped in a rectangle that I know is as wide as my keychain, and I selected both of them. The circle are both the rectangle and the ocean waves, and I just combined the shapes. Then I created an extra circle, and now I am gonna combine the shapes, but this time I'm gonna take the intersection of the two. So that basically allows me to kind of cut out a piece that's going to fit right on top of my keychain, but it is the height that I want, but has the size of waves that I want. So that's kind of a way that you can sort of cheat and manipulate your SVGs a little bit. And with everything all set, I can now send this to my Cricut. So here's the thing, you don't need to cut the circle because I was just using that so that I knew how large of a canvas I have to work with. So I'm actually not going to cut this layer because that just represented my keychain blank. Next, though, the water. So here, this one I do want to cut. And I'm just going to cut this out of just some plain vinyl. I happen to be using Oracle 651. It's a really great vinyl, super easy to work with, really easy to weed, and comes in a boatload of different colors. So I'm using the preset dial on the Cricut, and I've just set it to vinyl, and it cuts just fine. So I'm going to send that through, have that cut. Then for the dolphin, I simplified the dolphin because the cute dolphin does have if you want, it can have a flower, sort of, I guess not really in its hair, but you can add a little flower accessory to your dolphin if you want, but I left that off. So I'm only going to use 2 layers for my dolphin. A light gray layer, which is the first layer underneath, and then a darker gray layer, and that light gray really ends up just being sort of the underbelly of the dolphin, and then the darker gray will be sort of the more prominent color of our dolphin. There is a 3rd layer if you wanted to get a black eye, but I'm actually not going to use that. So again, because these are so small, I just wanted to really simplify the layers. I don't want to stack a lot of layers on top of this keychain. And so once I have these cut, I can then start to assemble this. So it's going to be really easy because there aren't that many pieces. We just have our water, and then our dolphin has simple just 2 layers. And we can ignore this one, as I mentioned. So here I've got everything cut out, and my keychain blank as well. The nice thing about these keychain blanks is that they do come with a protective film on them so that, you know, in the process of everything, they don't get sort of scuffed up or scratched up. So, you know, you just need to remove that liner right before you go to use it. There is a bit of liner on the front and the back. I've only removed it from the back because, again, you know, while I'm doing everything, I just want to make sure that I'm not scuffing any edges up, and that just helps to keep everything as clean as possible. And so the trick I found with adhering these bits of vinyl is I actually first put them onto some, this is just a paper liner from some adhesive. And that way I can sort of just have a little bit of the sticky edge hanging off of that bit of vinyl, or that bit of release liner, and I can still kind of peel it away easily, but it gives me time to really like position this where I need without other parts of it sticking before I'm ready to really commit to where it needs to go. So so it was really helpful to have that, and in fact I did the same thing with the dolphins. Now, for the dolphins, we do need to, there's a little bit of assembly required because the dolphin comes in layers. So here again, I've got that, just that paper release liner. So it's got a slick surface so that I can peel this up again. And I just put the bottom layer, the lighter of the two grays. I put that down first. And then I am going to layer the darker of the two grays right on top. And it helps again to just have a little bit of the liner kind of protecting the majority of the bit of vinyl. If you need it, you can do that same trick. But here, I was actually able to get this so that I could just hover right over, and I didn't need to do that paper liner trick on this one. But when I actually go to put this onto my keychain, I'm going to use that trick. So here I've just peeled back a little bit so that only a little bit of the vinyl, the sticky vinyl, is revealed, I guess. And that way I can kind of position it where I want. Now, ultimately, when I looked at it again, I didn't like where I placed it, so I did end up peeling it up. Thankfully, I haven't burnished it down really well, so it was possible to peel up without ruining anything. But you do want to be careful because vinyl, you know, you can stretch it and you can distort it. So you do want to be careful if you do end up feeling like you need to peel it up again. Be careful as you're doing that so that you don't actually stretch or even tear the vinyl. And there you have it. So I've got my vinyl pieces where I want them, and now I just need to remove that extra protective film that's on the back side of this keychain blank, and it's really, really crystal clear. That's the thing that I love about this these blanks. Now, if you see that you have any air bubbles, you can burnish those out and try to get them kind of, you know, move them towards the edge so that the air bubbles have a way to escape. If you can't push it to the edge, then what you could do is just very, very carefully pierce it with a sharp tool, and then that will, again, you know, you're trying to let that air out. So if you just pierce a really, really, really tiny dot, it will be enough to kind of let the air out, and then you can burnish it down smooth. And so long as you haven't made like a huge hole, it should be rather, rather seamless still. So I hope you enjoyed my fun little summertime keychain project. And until next time, happy crafting and have a fabulous day. Bye.